everyone. My name is Jessica Tang, and I am a Boston Public School social studies teacher, proudly serving as the president of the American Federation of Teachers of Massachusetts, representing over 25,000 workers in our public schools, our public libraries, universities, and health facilities. So this morning, before marching here, Darlene and I actually joined over 300 union members across different sectors and trades, along with faith-based organizers, for a protest out of Citizens Bank. Why? Because Citizens Bank is financing two of the largest for-profit prison companies running ICE detention centers, Core Civic and the Geo Group. While JP Morgan, Barclays, Wells Fargo, and other major banks have ended their relationship with the private prison industry since 2019, Providence-based Citizens Bank has not. So we are telling them, follow your own motto, do the right thing, and stop funding ICE terror. And what we know in the labor movement is that through solidarity, workers have power, and all of us have economic leverage. As Alice Walker said, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. So we are asking all of you to remember, we do have power. Boycotts work, and so does public pressure. So join the de-ICE Citizens Bank campaign and demand that they stop funding the prisons where our students have been held in deplorable conditions, where our family community members have been separated, and where now at least 46 people have died in ICE custody since last year. One of them was our neighbor, Emmanuel Damas. His service was this morning at our union hall. A Haitian resident of Dorchester who was seeking asylum, he died in ICE custody from an untreated tooth infection while detained. Let that sink in. A toothache should not result in death. That is the cruelty of ICE terror, and in his memory, we are saying no more. Using economic leverage is the way we can not just stop the harm, but also reclaim our democracy. Because when Trump and his cronies try to steal the election this fall by suppressing the vote or refusing to seat duly elected members of Congress, we will need to turn out like this, not just for one day, but for each day it takes to restore our democracy. We have to own our power to shut things down. And Minnesota showed us how to do it. I was there on January 23rd, joining my fellow educators and union siblings to bear witness on their day of no work, no school, no shopping. Over 50,000 people braved negative 20-degree weather to march, and over 100 businesses closed down, many in solidarity. On May Day, International Workers' Day, May 1st of this year, cities across the United States are joining the Twin Cities for another day of action. It is the 20th anniversary of the Day Without Immigrants, showing that when immigrants don't go to work, our businesses and society can't function. It's a reminder that immigrants are a critical part of our labor movement and the United States. So students are calling for no school and walking out of campuses across the nation. They're standing up for public education and against the attacks on higher ed. We're calling for everyone to not shop that day, because an economic blackout is how we tell the corporations and billionaires that we will not give up our power and continue to let profits be prioritized over everyday working people or our democracy. So please join us May 1st. Learn more at maydaystrong.org. There'll be actions throughout the day, and we will gather here at the bandstand in the evening to celebrate what actually makes America great: our workers, our immigrants, our families, and our democracy in action. We have just 7 months to change the trajectory of authoritarianism and U-turn away from fascism. The urgency is now, and while it is likely that we will see darker days ahead, we must remember that we have each other. We do have power, and we must have the courage to exercise it. Minnesotans held the line for us From now until November, it's critical for us to hold the line for them, too. As Governor Walz said, this will end when enough Americans say this will end. And when things inevitably get dark again, remember the songs of Minnesota and the words of Heidi Wilson. Hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. You are the dawn, you are the light. Keep shining bright, everyone. Thank you.